I think all of us grasped and actually were able to live and come with. So I think I would say to a family that are thinking about it, give it a go. I wouldn't, otherwise you live in regret sometimes. You never did anything that you wanted to do. You just always had the obstacles in front of you and you never overcame them and just took a chance.
Okay.
So I would say go for it.
And do you have a bank account here in South Africa?
I do now. It took a while to get a bank account in South Africa, but I do now, yes.
Do you own cars here in South Africa?
I own, no, I don't, well, my husband does. We own 2, yes.
Okay.
So I suppose
So
you could
do
say
you own
we
a
own
property here?
I do now, yes.
Okay.
Took a while.
Do you go to a church here?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay. And I mean, don't you think, looking back on it now, you know, bearing in mind the instability of South Africa and everything, don't you think it would have been a better decision for your children to have raised them in the UK, you know, with education and the different opportunities that are there?
Some might say that. I think for each person it's different. For my children, they have gone back to the UK to do their extra university studies. 1 has stayed, 2 have gone back, and I think you can't have a calling for your children. They've got to have their own calling. They've got to know where they want to go when they're 18. They've got their own choices.
But don't you think living in 2 different places, they often talk about the thing of a third culture kid and not knowing really where is home really, where is my home culture? Don't you think that would have been a better thing to have just raised them and kept them where they were till they could make their own decision?
You could say that. I actually think my children are more enriched for having a different culture and a different view of life and different perspectives. I think the culture changes have been good for them.
But also, don't you think, you know, kind of raising them up here in South Africa, where there's a whole culture where racial tension is quite high, in comparison in the UK, the whole model of multiracialism there is a bit further. You know, don't you think you've exposed them to something that could be quite harming in terms of their relationships?
Could be. At times, you think you wonder about that, but I mean,
because they could be sitting with you, you know, in 10, 15 years' time, saying, you know, when I look at these 2 countries, why did you move? Why didn't you keep us here?
They could say that, but I think I'm willing to take the chance that they would have a different perspective.
A chance with your own children's lives. Do you think that's a responsible way to act as a parent?
I think after 18, they make their own choices. After 18.
Okay, we're going to stop there.
Okay.